Hello, how's everyone doing? Happy Friday. I go back to work today, so I wanted to make a quick video and tell me, tell you my thoughts about current NBA playoffs. So listen, I don't watch every single game because I don't got the time, I got the energy, and honestly, I don't care about the Eastern Conference. So shade, I don't want to get trolled, whatever, harassed, but it is what it is. I'm currently watching only the Western Conference, so when I have time, I'll watch games here and there, but obviously, the only ones that matter is the Lakers. So let's be real. Uh, the Lakers last game, I feel like game three, was it game three? No, game two. Sorry, game two. I feel like we lacked a lot of energy. I feel like I was questioning whether or not we were even really trying. I mean, um, the motivation. I feel like having Austin Reeves out for a ungodly amount of time. It felt like, at least when I was watching the game, it felt like forever he was out, and we were out a lot of players for the majority of the game. Which I'm like, why do we have our best players out? Especially considering Austin Reeves is like 20 something. That boy needs to be playing 30 plus 40. You know what? 40 plus minutes. I know that sounds crazy, but either way, he should be almost in all the time. LeBron James is 30 some, 37 or something, and he was playing more. I feel like he played more minutes. It seemed like when I was watching it, like he was playing more minutes. Either way, I don't understand that whole thing, like the rotation, and just like I said, I feel like they just gave him the win. I just feel like they gave him the win. I mean, we did battle it when, it was coming down to the wire. So I feel like it makes me excited going into game three at home already with one game under our belt. Hopefully, it's just we win it in game five. That's what I'm hoping for. So, like I said, I think my concern is the rotations, the amount of time, the minutes, and then like when they do rotations, they put almost all the best players out, and then they kept LeBron James in with. I don't even remember how screwed up the rotation was, but even then, I was like, why are all these people out? And why are they out so early? Like, we're down points. Like, we're down 7, we're down 10, we're down 11. Like, put these motherfuckers back in. We need to gain back the lead. So that to me was enough for me to believe that this game was basically the NBA was like, yo, listen, we know you're gonna win the series. Chill out. Let them win one. Let the fans that are paying to see these games win one. Which, thank God, because I was actually debating about going out of my way to go see this game, because I was like, hey, it's not very common that these games are played kind of in the eastern part of like the US. So for me, I live in Florida. It's very difficult to travel out west, especially considering it's time difference, the flight is longer. So I really hope, and this is my thing, I really hope that the Kings actually beat the Warriors in, just because I feel like for me, not only just my selfish reasons, I feel it would be easier for me to go see a playoff game, because like that was one of my big wish things, is to see them play in the playoffs. So hopefully they make it to the West. I mean, not the West. Hopefully they make it past this first round and we see the Kings beat the Warriors, because that would be the best case scenario for me to go to. I think if they're in Texas, so it would be nice to go to Texas. It's easier for me to go to Texas versus going to California. So let's hope. I mean, obviously people have their mixed emotions about the whole Draymond, being suspended. I feel like that was very much warranted. He is a very aggressive player and is known with multiple incidents of, you know, being a little bit more than just, I feel like it was like tackle. Sometimes he plays like football and you're playing basketball. Granted, some of these calls, people be excessive with the refs, they can't even touch them, which, granted, yes, some of them are really excessive calls. However, the man stomped on him. The man stomped on him. Let's just be real. He stepped on him. And granted, I probably would have felt like that too. Like, don't grab my leg. Like, but I don't know if the process of him wanting to grab the leg was to like, don't like step on me, like kind of just trying to grab it to make sure like you're shielding yourself. I don't really know. And honestly, even then, like, his natural instinct is to step on somebody. That alone should have been warranted, as basically it's a foul, and not only just a foul, it's just excessive. So I think it was definitely warranted, especially knowing his history. Now people are like, oh, I feel like that's stupid if they're taking into account not this incident but his previous. I'm like, kind of like, you know, um, you don't see AD stepping on people and hitting people, so like different scenario, like he probably would have been ejected, but he also wouldn't have been suspended. But different scenario. Like I said, when you have multiple reoccurrences and you're known to be aggressive, even to your own players, like the man punched his own player in the face. I don't even think he got disciplined for that. So the man really thinks he's untouchable, which, granted, I think the part that really gets me was after he did the incident. Then he like boasted and like basically was trying to get everybody egged on. Like, to me, if you were really incidentally was contact, it was not something that you could have, done, that it was just a natural reaction. I think you would have been a little bit like, listen, arguing with the ref, calming down, knowing like, hey, you know what? Not going to win this. That's fine. Whatever. But I don't know. I guess your emotions get high. So either way, I'm hoping that the Kings win this. Not because I hate Warrior fans, but I kind of do. Just a little smidge because y'all are annoying. But only because it's going to benefit me and able to see if, the Lakers move on, to see them play in the playoff game, which would be anybody's dream, right? I mean, if you could see your team in the playoffs, that'd be awesome. But anyways, I'm hoping that game 3 and game 4 are going to be, the best games for us at least. And, not an issue, but I'm not going to say it's an automatic win. I do tell people winning away games is hard alone. So the fact that we won one makes us a little bit of a better candidate to go to the next round. But like I said, only time will tell, and we'll see. We need consistency from our players. And again, consistently also works when you have playing time and consistent playing time. Like, you don't take people out when their heart streaks are happening. It's just dumb. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a good Friday. I'm hoping to try to be more better about putting contact. But either way, if you don't like my shirt, look at this. I'm wearing my flag football shirt. Can't wait to the draft to come up and get it over with. I'm hoping, like I said, we get a defensive player, multiple rounds, not just one. I feel like our team, as the Raiders, have been focusing mostly on offense. So I'm hoping that they prove me right and that they're smart enough to focus on defense in this draft. But only time will tell. And I hope you guys have a good Friday.